Okay, factorising trinomials means put it back into like the FOIL method before you use the FOIL method, put it back into double brackets. So if you think about it, the first term is x squared. So both parts of the first part of the bracket must be x. Now the last part of the brackets have to multiply to make 6. So let's try 6 and 1 and see if that works. If everything is positive, this will be positive here as well. Okay, so let's check our insides and outsides and make sure we get 5x. 6x plus 1x makes 7x. So no, that doesn't work. Right, what else makes 6 when you multiply two numbers together? 2 and 3. Okay, so let's check our insides and outsides. Our insides are 2x. Our outsides are 3x. And 3x plus 2x makes 5x. So that's perfect and that works. I'll just get rid of our working. Okay, so x squared plus 5x plus 6 is the same as x plus 2 times x plus 3. Second example. Okay, the first two terms have to be x, because x times x makes x squared. To make 14, it's either 14 and 1 or 2 and 7. It's more likely to be 2 and 7 because they're close together, which isn't always the case, but I would always try that first. So let's try 2 and 7. Okay, if there's a minus for your last term, that means one of the numbers must have been positive and one of the numbers must have been negative. So if we've got a 2x and a 7x for our inside terms and our outside terms, what would make a positive 5? If we have a positive 7x and we subtract 2x from it, that would make 5x. So that would work. So just double check. So first terms, x times x is x squared. Outsides, 7x, insides minus 2x, which makes the 5x when you join your outsides and insides together. And then minus 2 times 7 is minus 14. So we're all good. Number 3. Okay, again, the x squared is nice and easy. Just pop your x and x in. Right, to make 2, you only have one option. It's 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. It doesn't matter what way round. There's a plus at the end. That means both numbers have to be both negative or both positive. So in that case, check your other symbol. If your other symbol is negative, you will have two negative symbols, two negative signs. Just check it works. Inside term is minus x. Outside terms is minus 2x, and together they do make negative 3x. So that works nice. Okay, a fourth one. Okay, there's no x's this time, but to get to p squared, it'd be p and p. Now to make 30, it's either going to be 15 and 2, 30 and 1, or 6 and 5. I'm going to go with 6 and 5 because we've just got 1p left in the middle. So because 1p is obviously very small, I'm presuming my numbers are going to be really close together. Okay, if it's a negative, one has to be positive, one has to be negative. I'm going to make it a positive 6 and a negative 5 because 6p minus 5p would make the 1p in the middle. So that works. Sometimes you'll get a hard example where there's a 2 or a 3 at the front. Okay, to get 2x squared, it will be a 2x with an x. Okay. Now, to make 4, it's either 2 and 2 or 4 and 1. I'm going to try on 2 and 2. 2x would be my inside term, and 4x would be my outside term. Now that's not going to give me negative 9x, so let's change our plan. I'm going to change my 2 and 2 to a 4 and a 1. If I put my 4 here and my 1 there, that's going to make a 4x and a 2x for the inside and outsides, which still won't work, so I'm going to put my 4 over this side and my 1 here. That'll make 1x, that'll make 8x. And with 8x and 1x, I can make 9x. If they're both negative, I'll make negative 9x. So I'm going to make them both negative. And just check. So our insides and outsides work, they make negative 9x. Do the last terms work? Does minus 1 times minus 4 make plus 4? Yes. So that's how you do it if it's a 2x squared. If it was a 3x squared, you would do 3x and x. And if it was a 4x squared, you could do 4x and x, or you could do 2x and 2x. It just depends what works best. You can try it and see.